Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Tyler Perry episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I shall be wrapping this thing up when we talk about the Ruthless season 2 with episode 13. Wild shit going on. The Rakadushi is falling apart very quickly, if I may. But Stacey got a whole notebook full of questions. What you got, Stacey?
Where should I start? Let's start with the escape plan, right? Lacey gets her ass in the car and decides, I don't know how to drive. You've been planning for days, maybe weeks, to steal a car, and it did not dawn on you that you don't know how to drive?
Hold up.
I know where you're going.
All right.
Lacey said, I lived in a van on the beach before I came to this place. Who was driving a van? How did she get a van?
How did she get to the Raku? Because she said she drove them. She said, I took the van and then she said she's going back to be in the van on the beach. What in the fuck? Like, neither one of those women can drive. I mean, neither.
Well, I think what's her name could. She was trying. Wasn't she trying? Because she was like, move over, and then she hopped in the seat. So I assumed she knew what she was doing.
Both of them were like, I can't drive. I don't know what this is.
Listen, when I was 12, I knew you pull the thing, you push the gas pedal, and it goes.
It will go forward. How about you just go forward? And this way you can get rid of the man who just whooped his ass. Like, they just put down Daikon. No. You gotta back up to the dead / sleeping woman and be like,
nobody notices. Nobody said, is she okay? Why is she still laying there? She ain't moved. Is she breathing?
Daikon, who just said he was gonna feed sister mother to the alligators, are like, oh, she's asleep, Daikon. She fell asleep on her back and her stomach's not moving. He's like, are you
she's sleeping? Releasing the gas, remember? He should have been like, what's that smell?
What? It's the outhouse. He don't know. Maybe she's sleeping.
The outhouse is all over the entire camp.
And she fell in the outhouse. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't know the difference between a dead person and a sleeping person. And then he purposely just stands over just long enough so Lacey can walk up behind him and hit him with the fucking metal chair.
Paula hit him.
My bad.
I thought she was gonna go full like Olivia Pope when she hit the vice president.
Me too.
I needed brains and blood and everything, but
me too. I was like, you know, Daikon's gonna fuck you up if you ain't dead, right? So what are you doing? But then they get outside and they see. First they see Clark is like, oh my god, Clark is out there. What are we gonna do? And then all of a sudden they go, we'll just go the other way. And they're just out. Like, what in the fuck is happening right now?
No, they tried to go back in, remember? And they were like, the door is locked.
On the inside and the outside? Like, how is that even possible? Like, and then to Clark to let Daikon out, like, you still did not use the hole. No one used the hole. Just stick your arm in. One of those doorknobs is going to work. Like, that's not possible. Like, Daikon opened the door to get in that bitch. So,
right. So did Clark. He was like, let me out. And Clark said,
so Tyler Perry, bro, this don't make any sense. But the car, when they got to the car scene, that was absolutely ridiculous. Like, get out of the car. 1, 2, 2.5, because we can't bust down this window because we got to keep this quiet. Because no one sees us running around this motherfucker screaming. And then Oliver, I'm like, Oliver, clearly Daikon is going to murder your girl, but he's sit there like he's holding the gun, and he's like, just get out the car, and the dumb bitch gets out the car. Like, you're about to get your ass murdered, and then Oliver finally is like, whoop. Diacon,
What are you doing?
I was like, oh my God, you got the big arms. You must
And
almost have the big feet. I'm saying, like, before the show wraps up, Diacon just needs to know that he was the mysterious penis. Like, who put it in Lacey? I mean, let's tie this thing all together. It was Lacey that Diacon was like, big penis. He's like, oh shit, it must have been you, Oliver.
That'll be next episode.
Dude. How is it that Oliver is the only man who didn't know that all the other men got it up the ass? How?
Remember Clark? Was it Clark? I don't know. I just remember him talking to Clark, and Clark was like, "Oh, it's so magnificent to be with the highest or whatever." Remember when they used to guard the gates together?
I just remember that. I'm not saying that conversation didn't happen. I'm saying Tyler Perry must have forgot, because Tally is somehow just now telling Oliver about the trip to see the Raku with the cyanide, which I can see, like, not everybody. She's like, everybody knows but you. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I think the average reasonable person, even in a cult, would be like, this is going too far. And then, but he was like, yeah, you don't know that the boys get banged in the ass, and like that's what. And he's like, what? This can't be true. All I have is the Raku. He and Sister Mother were like, all I have is the Raku. He's so mad at me. The highest.
Everything for this. What did you have, bro? You got out of prison.
You fresh out, bro. You ain't got nothing. I was like, what is happening? They're unraveling. No, please, get to the how everybody should be dead right now.
Yeah. Why were they? First of all, why were they even dumping the cyanide in the bucket? I don't even remember.
No, because they were trying to stop Sister Mother from putting it in the food so people can drink and eat it and go to the Raku.
Take it somewhere else.
Like, why are you pouring it out on the ground?
Why dump it in the bucket where you got cyanide dust just floating around for you to inhale and possibly die? Even getting it on your skin is an issue. Like,
Yancey died in seconds. Yancey died in seconds. So, like, you're not helping.
It's just obviously it's flour or something, but
yeah, of course, yeah. But like, it's just hold up. Why didn't Oliver and Tally just go get in one of the many vehicles that just sitting around and just drive the fuck out?
Because of the snipers.
They mentioned them again this one. Did you see the spotters? I'm like, let's not do this, bro. Like, they ain't no spotters, bro. Let's not. This is too much. It's too much. It's Clark, Diacon, and Oliver. Like that. Like, that's the security force, really. And Andre, who's busy, huh?
Andrew,
who's out right now with Melinda, who's losing her damn mind.
Is he really dead?
He's like such a good man. The highest is gonna be mad at me. He's gonna be mad at me. I was like, choke her the fuck out, kill her, put her next to her boyfriend. It's a domestic issue and walk away. That's it. It's like, so one of them killed the other. These are not the brightest, law enforcement
That's
officials.
what you should have. You should be like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry.
Hey, did anyone see you come in here? No, I avoided the camera out there. Well, in that case, like
so did I.
Instead, he caused his boss to be like, hey, FBI senior agent, can we cover up a murder? No, bitch, that's not how this works. Like, we're trying to bust these people. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. I need another week, which is about 3 or 4 episodes. Yeah, I didn't need about that. He's like, all right, just put it in your report. Like, no, this man is dead. Like, that's not how.
Make it look like a robbery.
He's like, never mind, I was just kidding. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Mac.
Right.
How
he's like, I'm at the company. Yeah, I'm at the company. How are you calling me? Oh, well, right outside. Gotta go.
He should call Brian immediately and be like, Brian, go
he
find
Andrew. Said, we went to your house and there was a dead woman in the shower. Like, Well, actually, he moved the body, but there's evidence of someone being murdered in your house.
Hey, bro, we lost
Where's your wife? Right.
We lost your wife. We don't know where she's at. We think she's still fucking Malcolm. I don't know, but apparently there's blood all in the bathroom and stuff. It don't look good. Not to put pressure on you or anything, but your wife is probably dead, or yeah, probably.
Or he should say, "Hey, have you been in my house? Is there a dead woman or residues of dead women?"
Also, that's why he should have called. Hey, by the way, could you go just double check my wife is all right? Since I just heard that she was murdered. I'm just asking. None of that. Instead, he wants to confess to a murder that oh my God. At least they put the arm down. I want to say the guy put his arm down finally.
Yeah, I'm sure he got tired after a few minutes.
I mean, that's hours. He's like, all right, take 5. He's like, fuck, can I just put my arm down? Aren't I dead? And Tyler Perry's like, oh, yeah, that's right. Just put your arm down. Next episode. We can't do it right now because people are paying attention. Next episode, just put your arm down. River.
I almost felt sorry for him.
Dude. No, everybody's like, just go take that ass whooping, bro. Or just go ahead.
Yo, Jones' pimp hand was so strong this episode. She's like, nigga, you done it for free. Get your ass over there, get some Vaseline, and take this shit like a man.
And close your eyes and just wait for a new day. Because you came here to have sex with wild straight men. I was like, damn, we know what you came to do. We know what you came to do. I was like, dude, that is messed, dude. That was rough. Dude, but I mean, even Ruth was like, you go take one for the team now, bro. That's what you got to do. She's like, I went in there and I got us an hour and I didn't have sex with him. So if you let him do it, when he put that ball gag in his mouth, I was like, it's about to go down. I was like, oh,
like,
dude,
ass, everything,
dude. I don't even want to know. At that point, I was like, bro, I couldn't even act that, to be honest. I'm like, cut. I was like,
I was just glad they cut the scene to like another few because I was like, I don't want to see this.
You don't want to see that?
No.
I'm not saying I need to see. I'm like, just have him pull his pants down. And then be like, they cut this, so there's no doubt in your mind, like what's about to happen right now. And you be like,
get the ball in the mouth. It's a wrap. You know what's coming next. And then he said he rates me whatever he can get his hands on.
Yeah.
So we're talking bottles and candles and.
I mean, remember him and Ruth? They got in the hot wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So how Whips just came out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, where did that even come from? I was like, I'm looking around like I see the rugs, but where's the S&M gear? Like, where that? What? How'd you even? Tyler Perry, man.
Who came down from heaven and gently placed
the ball gag and the butt plug and some chains. It was like, hey.
Of chains. When they knocked out Daikon, they could have handcuffed him to the little thing so he couldn't get out.
Let's not. Like, I mean, there's so many things that could, to your point. Yeah, they could have did the classic. Clark, Daikon needs you. There's something going on in here. He comes in. They overpower him, lock him up, take the gun. Now they got a weapon. I mean, there's so many ways they could have did this. Tyler Perry was actually trying to be somewhat realistic, but I mean, it's Tyler Perry, man. He just wants you to know shit about to get real. And these kids. So these poor kids just got done swallowing balloons. Now they got to eat applesauce with cyanide in it. That's rough, bro. That's rough. It's sister mother was like, I got to get to the Raku. I gotta get to the Raku. I was like, I gotta make him love me again or whatever. I was like, it's too much. So I was feeling the stress, bro. I was like, oh shit, like they about to do it. This is about to get real. Like, who is next? So I mean, Daikon is probably gonna be last, but I was hoping Clark died in this one.
I was gonna die. I'm surprised.
Clark or Paula. I think Lacey, Oliver, and Daikon. I mean, and Daikon still have story to tell, but like I think one of those two should have died in this whole car exchange because that was just dumb as fuck. You know, like so something needed to happen. But Oliver's armed. Apparently, Daikon is not. So just kill this dude. And I'm sure Oliver's probably a better murderer than Clark is. I don't know, ain't because he light skinned or something, but just because I just don't feel like he doing it. Like I don't think he got it in him.
Seen him do anything. I don't think so.
No, Oliver, man, he's a straight killer. He cuts heads off and shit. Dude, he was like, "What? Oh!" And apparently killed the woman in the shower naked, like unarmed. I was like, so I mean, he knows how to put down the body.
So going back to the whole Tally thing, he said, "I saw you kill Yancey." How did he see that from where he was?
He didn't. At one time he said, "I saw you suck his dick," and I don't.
Yeah, and I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that either. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I saw you suck his dick," and he's like, "I know what you're doing to him in there or whatever." I'm like, "I don't." You walked by and you saw her talking, at best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I don't know if he meant then or did he meant before, but I thought that only happened once, and it was Andre that caught them too.
Yeah, interesting. I don't remember him.
Oliver. No, Andre caught because she confronted. I was like, so like I don't know anyway. But anyway, she was there to talk him down and be like, "Hey, no, this is all bad. Are you still eating the food?" Yes. I was like that's what the problem is. Let me prepare your food. I just saw you just told me you poisoned a man. So why would I let you make that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Why would I let you make my food after you just told me you poisoned this man? Well, let me take you to the thing so I can show you the cyanide. I really thought the jar was gonna say cyanide on it.
Yeah, with the big skull and crossbones.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Tyler Perry, go full cartoon on this one. Like just to make it clear. I was like, so 2 points on him for not being that ridiculous, that obvious. I was like, all right, Tyler Perry, you got a little bit of sense. Real quick, this is not this episode, but you remember when Ruth, River, and Joan were in the trailer and they were talking about the money when he was like revealing the whole shooting, and like every time they changed scenes between River and Ruth, their faces got more and more wet. Did you notice that? It made me laugh so much because you could tell, like in between cuts, they just whipped out the water spray. It was like because like Ruth got drippier and drippier like through every like change in scene in the discussion, and it looked ridiculous. It looked like she was like they just stuck her head in it was like they were waterboarding her. It was like, come on, you got to be sweating, man. And then like it was like little beads of water on River, and then like it kind of went away, then it kind of came back. It would, and then Joan was like dry as fuck. So I'm like, why is Ruth dripping like this? Like this, what are you trying to get across with all this fake ass water? Like what? Is this supposed to be stress? Is it supposed to be heat? Like, what are you doing? She's like, I understand. I can't be a part of this. This is crazy. And I was like, why is she dripping wet? It was distracting. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know, but people need buys dropping. It's going good. It's going well. I like where this is going. Mac needs to be like, where's Brian? What the fuck is Brian doing right now? Shit's going down at the compound. No one knows that fucking Polk hasn't come back to work. Like no one's noticed that. Called him.
Went to sleep.
All right. I'm like, did he get fired? I can't remember. Like, is he fired?
I don't think so, but
I don't think. I just thought, this kind
I just remember he worked the night shift, so he could come home and go to sleep.
All right. Okay. Because I would think, like, just for drama story wise, that maybe that woman detective would stop by. Better, Brian stops by to see what's going on with Pope, and then finds Andrew there trying to clean up that body. That would be good.
But he's not going to clean up the body. He's just going to leave it there.
Well, I said, trying to handle the situation. That's all I'm saying. Like, it would have been interesting to see if he could get him to be like, okay, look, dude, I know this looks bad, but we need to take down the raccoon the right way. And just getting this murderer is not enough. We got to take down the whole camp. But shouldn't Andrew be able to testify to all the shit he saw in the camp? So wouldn't he be a perfect witness? I mean, he's an undercover FBI agent. Like, what more evidence
He's been tainted.
He's been seeded, yes. So maybe it's like your butt has made you corruptible. Like we can't put you on the stand. You've been compromised. We can't have you do that. We need Brian to see it. Maybe we're gonna find out in the end. Maybe we're gonna find out next episode that Sheriff was actually part of the whole thing, some twisted way. And maybe that's gonna roll. What did you think of the highest run around with a shirt off for no reason?
I was wondering, like, why is he naked all of a sudden?
I'm like, what in the fuck is happening right here, bro? I mean, Crystal Ball definitely been working out. I mean, I see it. I mean, I see it, but I'm like, why are you naked in the purple light? I guess when he was about to rape River, they wanted to put you in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why? Yeah, put your shirt back on, bro. Like, it ain't that serious.
So if they had an inside person at the sheriff's department, why wouldn't they have called that person and say, hey, one of your people got caught up in something, like cover it up or something?
Same reason Kevin Hart's character in his show didn't use his cop buddy to help cover up the murder. Like if you got a man who give you personal information to a regular citizen, they might be on your team. I mean, it's like just bad writing. Or maybe Tyler Perry forgot. I mean, that's also very possible.
Seems like he does that a lot.
He does. He's like, oh man, he's like, I can't do all these shows. He's just gonna bring the characters he likes into the Oval and streamline this. So this will not be the last time we probably see a lot of these Raku characters once he writes his show off. So that'd be fun. Who do you think's left to live? Like who do you think's gonna walk away from the Raku?
The show's called Ruthless. So I'm not sure if Ruth is going to die, being that the highest threatened to cut her head off once again.
No. He threatened to open her from throat to vagina.
Okay.
That's a whole lot.
Sword and some other shit involved. So whatever.
I was like, damn, from hole to hole, huh? That's rough. Damn, bro.
Is that being drawn and quartered, or is that something different?
I think that's when they pull out your entrails. Not necessarily like they cut you all the way open, but enough to, yeah.
The Vikings do like they cut your back open and they pull your lungs out through your back and watch you suffocate to death. That was an episode of Vikings. Wow. I forget what they call it. Can't
remember. Damn. I'm good. I tried, but I was like,
it gets wild.
I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I don't know. I tried to do it. And there's another like medieval show on Netflix still going. I was thinking about starting. Relatively based on true story, somewhere in England back in the day. Anyway, The Witcher's coming back, so we got time. So with Crystal Ball, like he's really committing to this like crazy character, and I'm impressed, but also sad for him, like in both ways, right? Because he's like, it's a paycheck, right? He's like, why do I need you? And you think you're going to help me? I was like, why are you acting like a child? You act like a mean gay child, like just like. Like I was like, there's something wrong with it. Like I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like just a little bit. Like I was like, what's all the switching for? Like what's going on with this? Like what we doing right now, man? I was sorry. I thought I was gonna call him Twan for a minute. I was like, look here, Twan, stop it. I was gonna say, don't be mad, Twan. Don't be mad. I was like, I'm sorry. It was too much, man. It was too much. And with the long hair too, it was just too much. I was like, damn it. He reminded me of one of that dumbass girl's friends from Queens.
Oh,
Little Muffin's crew members. That's the vibe I was getting. I was like, this ain't good. This ain't good, Highest. Crystal Ball, just come back to the Power Universe, bro. Just let them put you somewhere, man. You better than this.
Maybe he'll come back as Mecca's long lost brother or something.
that we knew nothing about. He got him out of prison. They'd be like, hey, bro, that would be good. Somebody said that. Someone said it's possible. If you ain't dead, you can come back. I like that. Anyway, anything else for this episode or the season, or how you think this thing's all gonna wrap up? All right. Then we'll just wrap this thing up. I say again, these last 3 episodes, much better than the Oval. I mean, that's because Tyler Perry, he has a purpose. Like he's wrapping this shit up. Like he's definitely like, so he's like, I gotta get all this action out now. It's like, he's like, big orgasm at the end. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm done. Thank you guys. It's not gonna make sense. Like after watching the have you saw how he ended. If loving you was wrong, right? And he said that shit was all over the place.
Terrible.
So, and I saw
just killing people off and having random storylines. But my thing is, he'll bring people in for no reason. Like, why are we getting new characters we haven't resolved? All this other shit.
He did that for the have and have nots. Benny having a fucking baby mama for no reason. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what? Hannigan, the wannabe financial support friend, boyfriend, or something.
And never
shit.
came back.
Never. I was like,
what her baby daddy rapist guy?
That dude, he just after Benny whooped his ass in front of it just went. He never came back. No. He was part of the long con on Veronica, and that never went anywhere.
No,
I was
the maid. What happened to the maid? What happened to Negro Kung Fu guy? Whatever his name was.
Anyway, so what we're saying is Tyler Perry don't know how to end the show.
No,
he just stops. It's like, this is what you're gonna get, and if he can kill, but I won't say to his credit, but like a lot of writers, Power, Sopranos, Scandal, any show where they know they're gonna, like a drama, any show where people can die and they know they're gonna end, they start wiping out characters like Game of Thrones. Like, I don't know what writer school tells them it's just easier to kill everybody and then wrap and so you don't have less things to deal with at the end, I guess. And it never makes sense. It's never spaced out. It never like, oh, okay, like I see why they do. It's like it's rushed. It's like they're like his Power last season, they were just killing all fuckers. I'm like, what? Like, why Black Donovan got to die? How's that even helpful? Like, why did Black Grievous got to die? How is that helpful? Like, it's just like Courtney's like, fuck it. We just got to be like, pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Like the budget is getting too tight. They're like, these people cost too much money. We got to get down to nothing. So Tyler Perry just takes it to the next level. He just has random characters getting ran over and drowned for no reason. It's like, fuck, man. But with this, the difference is with this storyline, it does make sense. Like if The Rock, as leader of a cult, and he's like, everybody dies tonight, then it can't happen. I mean, somehow he can instigate a police standoff. Mac could be like, fuck this, we're bringing in the full FBI force, and it's just a big massacre. I mean, that's all possible. And it's, I guess, realistic.
I can make everybody drink the Kool-Aid.
That's what Jim Jones did. They just lined them up. It was dinner. As I'm understanding, it was dinner time.
I thought they shot some of those people or something. Because some people, they were like, I'm not drinking this shit.
I thought, I don't know. They were all dead.
They were injecting them. It was something. But there were people who were like, no. And they were like, okay.
Either way, you're going with us to the other side. That's true. I mean, so I get, okay. So let's say again, no one knows what's happening. It's only the inner circle, right? It's dinner time. They're all used to eating together. They could drink. Now, once I started seeing people dropping, and then for some reason, I'm the type of person I like to eat first before I drink. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, they all dropping out, and then I'm running out. But then they could probably pop me from that point. But I ain't going to be the first one taking a swig. I'm like, somebody just don't seem right. I know, right? Like, this don't, I'm trying to stay off carbs.
I think so. Is it fun? No, I think arsenic is the sweet one. I think.
Don't Google that. I don't want them coming for you. How do I kill somebody with that?
No, it just. I know, like. You know what? Let me stop.
Come on, Chris. What you got? Please confess to murder planning.
Chemistry major. I just.
Oh, that's different. See,
there are certain things that taste different. Some have a sweet taste, some have a bitter taste. So you have to make sure you use something less noticeable. Like antifreeze, for example. Like you're not supposed to drink it, but it does have like that sweet taste to it. So like women would do that to their husband. They'll mix a drink and put the antifreeze in there, and he'll keel over. And it wasn't until really cops got hip to it to figure out that, like, oh, this isn't really a heart attack. This is antifreeze. Because there was some woman in Atlanta. She was like knocking off husbands, like one after another. And it was maybe like the third husband, and they figured out, something suspicious. And they figured out it was antifreeze.
Damn. Maybe that's going to be a Trap Queen season 3. Was she black? Oh, never mind. The exclusive. So I don't know. That's why I eat my own food, and I eat out a lot. So Terry can't get me. I'm like,
she can get you with a pillow.
I'm like, I can overpower her. I think she tried that. I think I'd be good. I'd be like, I'm fight this. But she's like, hey David, I made you a pie. I'd be like, for what? Like, it's just Thursday. I just thought about you. I was like, I'm good.
Some spring rolls that time you sent us pictures.
That's right. She did. She made some spring rolls tonight. But those are store bought, and I watch them. Like they go in the thing, they come out. I'm one guy. I was like, so.
Oh, I thought she like made them.
Oh no. That's store bought, but it's still made with love, so I appreciate it. But anyway, I was like, like, what you making? Sometimes we fight, man. The COVID getting to people. You know what I'm saying? That quarantine.
Listen. I was like, You
be like, hey, I got some drink for you. You got some drink for me?
Yeah, I cooked.
I'm gonna go to the store now, so I got.
You already? Oh, I already ate. Just knock it out.
It's just you. It's all you, baby. It's all you. I'm gonna be out with friends and family, so people know where I'm at. Just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's just you by yourself eating. I don't know. I don't know what happened, officer. But see, I was like, yeah, I can't. I was like, it's too much. It's too much, man. I was like, baby, I love you. Don't do no wild shit with my food. Anyway. Do you kill your spouse? It's up to you. So we'll be looking at Power tomorrow. Looking at Tariq. He's still alive for some reason. Big Mama. Yes. Red Man. Method Man. All the man. Maybe Tamika is going to show back up. Jack is going to be off Our Kind of People to be back being Captain Kevin. We're looking at bullshit. Then we got Dexter. Gonna find out his son's a murderer. It look like they're speeding that shit really fast. Like they're like, we gotta get this shit moving. So we'll see how that goes. And then we got talk about Harlem. It's all right. I'm gonna let you
join you for the first one, but I'm not spending too much energy on that season. I don't know. It's a terrible show.
Oh, at Harlem?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I only saw episode 1. So
it does not. By episode 3, I was like, you know what? Let me just turn this TV off.
Oh. All right, so I don't know. So how you want to do it? Should we wait for the end to do the whole season?
It's all up, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
6 episodes or something?
Yeah. I mean, it's all up. It's less than 10.
Yeah, just do it all at once because I can't.
All right.
Because you're probably just gonna do like a character analysis, like, okay, Megan Good's character, because she's basically the little bald-headed chick from Around the World.
Yeah.
Pining over her ex, and then but she's also a combination because she's professor who makes bad decisions. Very bad decision. Then the dark skin chick, like terrible decisions. They all make bad decisions.
Or there wouldn't be a show. I mean, it's I gotta watch more episodes. The pilot did make the darker ones look ignorant as fuck compared to like light skinned ones.
It
And I'm
does
like,
not get any better.
I understand. So we'll talk to him. So how about we shoot for next week? We'll just because it's gonna take a while to watch those episodes. So how about let's say like next Saturday we'll do the season and just call it a day. Because I think Kim's gonna have some. I want Kim to be there, and then but yeah, we can't do all that tomorrow. So it's too much. But I'll work through it. I'll work through it, and we can do that. I'm like, but I was mad though. That first episode, I was like, this is that bullshit. I was like, we got something to go to. I don't know. I gotta see what kind of time. I gotta see what my schedule is. Looks like next Saturday. I think we got baby shower or some shit to go to. So we may have to do that. Anyway, for anyone who may actually be watching us right now, we appreciate it. We got 2 likes. Oh, you're so kind. So we will see you tomorrow for all the random stuff that we do. We'll look for your comments. Thank you, Stacey, for staying with us. A lot of videos today. Ruthless was exciting. I mean, I wonder. Everybody was talking about episode 13. It was worth it. There was some wild stuff going on. That car scene was way too fucking much. That was just completely ridiculous. Like Tyler Perry, you should have let Lacey try to turn on the car and figure out how to drive forward. They punch out the tires, they shoot the tires, and then they bust the window and get her out. That makes sense. But you can't have these women's whole plan of driving out of here turn into I forgot to tell you I didn't know how to drive.
Especially if she lived in a van.
Especially if she lived in a motor vehicle. That doesn't make sense, Tyler Perry. That doesn't fuck me, man. He didn't know what to do with the scene. He's like, they can't drive. They can't drive. That's why they can't go anywhere. I was like, damn it, bro. Just
no, they should have got to the car and reached for the keys. The keys are gone. Maybe a squirrel ran off with it. Something.
Daikon Super Ninja found him and was like, "Are you looking for these? Oh fuck, you got to get, that was something too, because that he pop up everywhere whenever you don't want him to. So knowing how you get in charcoal, huh?
Even after he's been knocked out.
After he like Jason from Friday the 13th, bro. Like you think he's down, but he ain't. That's what they should have did. It wouldn't have made any sense, but they should have went back outside looking for Clark. Turn around, they look into the thing. Daikon just gone. They're like, what the fuck? How'd he do it? And then
he came through the hole.
He came through the hole. And then they think they get to the car and he's standing there with the car like about to stop. That would have been hilarious. I would have been like, there you go. There you go. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. Anyway, guys. Thank you guys very much. See you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. I saw that video. That was some wild shit. I guess you're trying to say the closed caption got wild, the whole ass eating thing. I was like, I watched it like 5 times. I was trying to figure out what I was watching. Like, I was like, did he really say that? It's like, no, like the thing, it got confused. They put whatever words they thought he was trying to say. I was like, damn, that shit was wild. I was like, yeah. I was like, damn, that shit was bad. Oh man. Oh, but thank you. That's hilarious.